from the red card. What did you think of it?
Yeah, I don't think it's a red card. Certainly, well, second yellow. I don't think it's a second yellow. I can understand the first one because it's a foul. He's just came on the pitch. It's a bit mistimed tackle. It was only his first action in the game, and he'd been on the pitch 10 seconds or something, so that was disappointing. But the second one's certainly not a yellow card. I think he just competes, jumps for the ball, doesn't catch him with his elbow. It's just, you can't jump without using your arms, especially against someone who's 6 inches bigger than you, trying to get up to compete. I think a foul would have been just enough because he doesn't actually win the ball, so that would have been fine. The biggest frustration then comes from, you can't overturn it, he's going to be suspended. So for that point of view, that's the frustration, and I'm disappointed for him because he's worked hard to get back up to speed and into the matchday squad, and obviously he's going to be suspended now, so not the debut he would want to remember his first start for Hibs, but he'll bounce back from this, I'm sure.
How is he?
Yeah, he's disappointed for that reason, as I've just said there. That's not the way you want to be remembered for making your debut for your new club. But as I say, I think he's been harshly done by today, and I think we'll show him that. We'll all make sure all the boys get around him and make sure we keep him up and get him. It gives us an opportunity to really keep him working and making sure we get him up to speed as quick as we can.
It's another clean sheet. Are you pleased with that? I thought Smith's made a couple of great saves as well.
Yeah, exactly that. So clean sheet, big positive because we pride ourselves on that. That's, if you're the biggest thing, if you're keeping clean sheets, you can't lose games of football, so that's a good habit to get into. We were reliant on the goalkeeper, makes a big save second half, and then I think if you look at, I think Rocky got man of the match, his defensive display was excellent, and I actually thought we defended the box reasonably well, and we needed to be defensively good today because we were by no means good enough to really go and win the game. I thought it was a really poor game with no real quality within it. And when you're not at your best like we weren't today, nowhere near where we can be, we know that, we found a way to not lose the game, and especially going down to 10 men as well. When the character would then be getting questioned and tested, it'd have been easy to fold, and I don't actually think we came under too much pressure when we went down to 10 men. I thought we dealt with that really well and came away with a point, which is a point closer to where we need to be, and certainly not a disaster on the road, especially coming to a place like this, which is a real difficult place to come.
Isn't he? He's getting better week by week.
He's doing really well. He's playing with a lot of confidence. He's in a really good place physically. Probably the best physical condition he's been in since he's been at the club. And I've been very vocal on praise for Rocky for a number of weeks now, and rightly so, because of the lively performances he's been putting in. And he fully deserves it because his attitude and everything that he brings. And I think the biggest thing that I'm really enjoying in his performances now is he's starting to, a real leader on the pitch now as well, which is a big positive for him, and wanting that to continue. He needs to keep improving because he's that type as well. He wants to always get better, but we're certainly benefiting from big performances from him, and long may that continue.
Got like a really tricky pitch to play on from the stands. How big an impact in that play today? I
think it was tricky. It's the same for both teams. It is one of these things that it's fiery, it's lively. I think there's a lot of turnovers in possession, a lot of mistakes in possession, but then that comes back to our decision making, whether it be to take a touch or to play a little bit longer. I think a couple of times in the first half when we did show a little bit of quality and put 2 and 3 passes together, we carried a little bit more of a threat, but it wasn't often enough. It was very bitty. We probably went back to front too early and turned it into a bit of a fight, which was probably not an enjoyable watch for most. But as I say, the positives to take from it is we will play a lot better than that. We know we can play a lot better than that, but we get a point and a clean sheet, and the momentum keeps going, and this run keeps going, which is great. And we've got a big game to look forward to next week with the boys in a good, confident place.
Why was Dylan out?
So he picked up a bit of he's had an issue with his knee that he just didn't make it today. He's stretched his sort of ligaments in his knee, but hopefully it's just days rather than anything else. He's nothing too serious, we're hoping, but the game just came too soon.